All right, this is a training video for those students that missed the live opportunity on this. You're going to have to you watch this training video to get through the portrait trace setup procedure. That's this handout here on your desk. Should be there, but follow this. This is got a few extra details that the handout's missing. So we're going to start by going to Photoshop. And if you don't have it down here on your start bar, your quick start bar, just go to Launchpad and find it. Make sure it's the Photoshop Creative Cloud 2017 version. Okay. And we want to go File, Open, and we want to browse to room 31. You guys will have your room 31 right there. It's different for me. And then you want to go to, oh, well, first I should say, if it asks you for username and password, remember that the name is RM31 and the password is student, lowercase student, and check the little box. It's not showing you right now, but that's if it asks you to log into room 31. When you do get to room 31, you'll see this. You want to go to week 8 pics. You want to go to whatever period that you are in. I'm looking for a specific picture of me to use for this. Not sure which class I did it in. Let's see if it's in period 6. So you're going to go to, oh, here it is. You're going to go to whatever period you're in. Find your picture. It should be in here. Okay. Make sure you switch over to this 4-box view. Obviously, it's going to be hard to pick your picture out from this. So go to this view, and you should be able to find it pretty quickly. Okay. Double click on it to open it. All right. It should open up in Photoshop. And the tools on the side, make sure you are on the top tool here. If it looks like it wants to crop, just click the check and then switch to this tool here. We want to go up here to Image, Image Rotate, 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay. And then I want to go to Image, Image Size. I'm going to change the resolution to 300. Make sure that my units say inches right in here for width and height. Make sure it says inches. This is really important that you do this before you change anything else. Make sure it's inches and then set the width to 8. And then click OK. It should get a little smaller. If it's like very tiny, then you actually made it 8 pixels. So go back and start this all over again and do it. Make sure you change to inches. Should be about this size. Then we want to go File, Save As, and we want to call this week 8 FL. Change it to Documents and click Save and OK. And we're done in Photoshop, so now we go up here to Photoshop, quit Photoshop. Alright. And now we're going to open up Adobe Illustrator, right? Adobe Illustrator Creative Cloud 2017. Close that. And we're going to go File, Open. Go to your documents, and remember it's alphabetical, so you're going to have to go all the way to the end, find your week 8 FL photo.jpg, open it. Then we want to go to File, New. We want to go to Print, pick this first one, letter. I'm going to call this PortraitFL. Change the units to inches. Make sure it's portrait for the orientation. Click Create. Alright, so you can see we have two tabs in Illustrator up here. Okay, two tabs. And one is the week 8 photo of you, and one is the new document you just created. So let's go over here to this week 8 FL photo. Let's use V on the keyboard for the selection tool, or just click selection tool and see up there it says V is the keyboard shortcut. I want you to click on your bat nose. Hold down the left mouse, click, hold, drag up to the PortraitFL tab, still holding down on the mouse tab, come back down and release the mouse tab, the mouse button, and you should bring the picture in. Alright, if that didn't work for you, just like I showed you, just remember you could always pause, rewind, fast forward through any part of this video that you need. It's the beauty of the video. Also, make sure you're not chopping off the top of your head, right? Don't do that. So bring it down so that, and center it from left to right. It's okay if we chop off the bottom part. Okay, because this is 8 by 12, whereas if I do a Command R on the keyboard, you can see that the document's 8.5 by 11. So we've got an inch at the bottom that we're cutting off. That's fine though. Okay. So now over here on the panels, make sure up here at the top that it says Essentials. If it doesn't, change it to Essentials. You should see layers here, but if for some reason it's missing here, and it says Essentials up here, then just go up here to Window, Workspace, Reset Essentials, and that should give you an updated view of these panels on the right. Right there, you've got layers. Open that up. You can see I've got one layer here. It's the layer that my picture is on. You don't want to draw on that layer. So we're going to be turning that layer off with the eye when we're done with this, so that we're left with just the trace layers above it that you used or that you drew on. So we need to set this up. So just to the right of the eye is an open box here. You're just going to click it. See, it's an on-off switch, and it locks it. Okay, now you can't draw on this layer by accident, which is good. Trust me, you don't want to be doing all your tracing and then find out that you have to redo it because you didn't lock layer 1. But we do need a new layer to trace on, so we're going to come down here next to the trash can is to add a new layer, create a new layer. We're going to click that. I'm going to layer 2. I'm going to click on this, double click on this, and call it trace. So this is where we'll start. And click out. So this is where we're going to start. Click on that layer, and now you're ready to go to start this project. So all we have to do now is save it. So we're going to go File, Save As. Should be ready to go at this point. It's PortraitFL. It should be in your documents. If it's not, make sure it says PortraitFL. Change it to PortraitFL if it doesn't say that. Make sure it's in documents. Click Save. Click OK. And that's it. You're done. Go and quit Illustrator if that's all you're asked to do, or begin with the portrait trace training video that covers the nose and the eyes and the mouth, all the different parts that we'll work on together. All right, thank you.